So, people, new haircut. For the two people watching. Yeah, I was thinking of quitting STARRAIL for a while, at least take a break. Because I don't like the game, or the direction it's been heading to for the last like half a year. But I did get back to a Penacony storyline about the slumber nana monkey thing, which I find really insightful, really like has deep metaphorical value. And I want to finish at least that storyline before hitting exit for a longer while. I'm hitting start game. It's morning, it's quite drowsy, but wanted to get my fix, want to get some conclusions out of this thing. Also, I think the picture is a bit too big. I don't know. What else? Don't we have audio? Audio. Probably too much. Maybe not. I also like this. See what the fudge. The theophany is all about. Did people say that a lot before Woodhill? To my mind, like Woodhill popularized that term again. Fishies! Fishies in the ocean of dreams. Will you embrace a new life? Yeah, so last time we played. Last time Woodhill wanted to make an end to this slumber nana nonsense, which is again a metaphor for alluring people into being devolved monkeys via pretty much brain rot, mindless entertainment. It has a pretty straightforward capitalist critique, maybe because of being a Chinese game, I don't know. Also some self-irony, because this is a gacha game. This is the capitalist escapist dream itself. And it has the Penacony storylines of critiquing this very thing. So that's that slumber nana monkey, or that monkey screen entertainment center over around there, standing like a prostitute on the street, alluring me in, is probably an avatar of this outcast genius society member. I don't remember what his name was. Professor something. And he gives a very pessimistic take on how people, humanity more or less, has gotten to a point where the structures it builds are not sufficiently evolved and lack a defense against more or less parasites. It seems that he is putting this immune system, or this system, to the test with his means of basically trying to de-evolve people, or at least putting them to the test of giving them a easy out, a escapist, a please make me blessed by being meek, by being weak of mind, kind of thing. So like bliss in idiocy, bliss in being a mere consumer of the slum banana bullshit, which does resemble NFTs, memes, just plain entertainment value content. Nothing of value. It's not like artistic or anything. It doesn't have any real higher goals that it sets out. And this is very much a critique of modern content creation, modern mediascapes. Not by any chance very original, but it's a good story. It has some meaning. Again, unlike, I say it a lot, unlike Euphoria's. The writing's concise.
Erudition is but an affliction that the average person cannot bear. Losing it will not make you any worse off.
Whoa. You saw that? 2 lines, quite mysterious. Just left you aghast for a moment.
Forgetting these colors will not make you any worse off.
And you see how the text devolves into non-understanding. Colors fade away. Maybe slumber, sleep, just
Sound
would be nicer.
only introduce frustration and anxiety.
An easy out from anxiety. It's just looking at your phone, looking at stupid brain rot stuff. Sometimes it feels like it would be better to just plug out. He proposed, like, it wasn't very on the nose, as is on Forrest. It was quite subtle that he had some personal ties with going against this slumberman nonsense, and he also has like personal, very deeply rooted mission tied to the Ian and tied to his like Gaxi Ranger stuff against the IPC. Not sure about the full story there, but it was very strongly hinted towards. And this is nice. Everyone isn't given exposition in a on-the-nose way, as in Alpharius. They're given exposition in the way that they don't give all the information, they don't give full information about themselves, as people don't in real life. And you get bits of pieces, hints, like who, when you first meet, would tell you all about their like biggest mission, motivation in life, who would tell them their worries. It comes out in little bits, and now these convictions are put to the test by this evil, not sure even if evil, it's like an interesting nemesis character, an interesting antagonist who just wants to experiment with people and maybe even make their metaphorical immune system better against us. Even this was a critique on the game itself. I didn't need to shoot anything. Just do it for me, myself. It's like how HSR plays actually. It's the auto battler. No VA anymore either. No matter how you look at it, the man is always one step behind. The trap he willingly walked into has extinguished the very firepower he intended to use. Thus, after finding his nemesis, his fate is clear. Just like those who were once human, he too will transform into a monkey. Is that March 7th? Unfortunately, the sense of pain remains whenever and wherever it's appropriate to use it to bring someone back to their senses. This is controversial, but okay.
Hey, wake up!
It is March 7th. Even though she fell for it hardest, the slumber nonsense, she had a very strong will to life, I'd say. She's surprisingly immune to that remembered bullshit, I'd say.
I made it in time. Thank goodness you didn't end up like that.
Blessed are the meek.
What happened?
No time to explain. Hurry, I need your help. I'll go wake Montana. Hurry! Wait. What's going on?
This is my grace, Miss Nameless. As for your ranger friend, you just single-handedly destroyed his path to happiness.
Stay where you are. Don't come any closer.
Naturally, resorting to violence is not my intention. I'm only here to prove something, not to subjugate.
Prove what?
You're subjugating through
To prove that my viewpoint
the experiment.
is in line with the desires of humans.
No, you're coercing them,
March 7th?
actively propagating that stuff.
Gosh, Montana! Don't you see what's going on? The bad guy's the one behind you! How could you say that?
It's a god.
Here, I thought you loved the Slumbernana monkey from the bottom of your heart! You... Banna? Oh, Montana.
I think
Let's get out of this place now. Hurry!
as you wish. I look forward to you providing the last link in my proof.
You're a sicko!
He's a sicko, but an interesting character.
This way! Why do you seem so out of it? Haven't you woken up yet?
Banana?
Yeah.
What's your problem? Why are you blocking our way?
You're free to leave if you wish, but not with my subject. He's still under observation.
Your subject?
Unlike typical humans, his modified body is impervious to physical deterioration. a steely grit and determination that never wavers. He can easily resist all forms of corruption. A Galaxy Ranger like him. It'll be worthwhile to see what I can turn him into.
Perverse, scientist, bastard,
Guess. You
archetype.
want to call for help right away because you're convinced these monkeys, formerly humans who have lost their minds, are under my command.
No, but they're
If that's the case, why do you believe that you really woke up the Ranger?
brainwashed. They're led
That
there.
can't be right.
Mr. Galaxy Ranger, would you please fire a shot at this young lady?
Hey!
He says no. However, Budhill's response is far beyond her expectations.
But, sir, killing folks is against the law. Especially when it's a
Sheep
young lady.
led. Oh, backstory. This is young Boothill. Accompanied by an unusual tone of voice, what appears before March 7th is a fantastical scene that can only exist in the realm of memories.
I'm starting the show now. All because of this here gun. Oh, it's a nice gun, all right, but using it to take a life? I have no such intention. How about the two of you settle your own scores while I'll be on my way?
You. Wait a minute. Is this what you wanted me to see?
That's right. This is merely a hollow dream. So even if they turned into monkeys here, their physical bodies in the real world will not be subjected to any biological deterioration. The Ranger's extraordinarily staunch and unyielding mind made him an even more valuable specimen to be studied. His mind hasn't been completely wiped out. Instead, he is neither a monkey, nor is he a Galaxy Ranger. He's a young Boothill, one from many years back. Back when his homeland hadn't been ravaged, when he lived as a carefree child in the grasslands.
Yeah, so this theme of going back into your childhood and like taking on the child you, it's a very, it's a psychoanalytic thing, I guess.
A partial regression. How very interesting indeed. If memory serves, this version of him is at least 10 years removed from the older Boothill, when he first fired a shot at a bandit. Miraculous. Be it the Sweet Dreams Troop or myself, he can end it all with just one shot. But it just so happens that the decision to pull the trigger has to be made by his soul rather than his body. The child version of him now is completely incapable of firing his own gun. All right, Mr. Cowboy, come to me. Let's finish your final lesson now. A Galaxy Ranger that stands on the side of Dr. Primitive. A traitor born from nurture. This warrants several more research papers.
Dreams.
Hey! Don't go over there!
The topic of dreams.
Quiet, young lady. And mind your manners while class is in progress.
Being reminded of dreams might bring him back to understand his overarching dreams in life, to get rid of evildoers like that, I guess. Dreams is a nice topic to go into. I really like the anime grandmaster Satoshi Kon and his anime A bunch of them actually. Like the last couple of anime he did was about dreams, were about dreams. Paprika was about dreams, also in a metaphorical sense, as well as the literal. And Paranoia Agent was one whole series about how messed up yet substantial dreams can be. Do we accept teaching?
Am I dreaming?
Yes, of course. This dream is based off your memories. What do you last remember? Were you herding or chopping firewood?
Neither of those. I was eating some piping hot stew. Huh. That's strange. How did I fall asleep? Well, there's a lot of things I should be doing. I guess Nick's gonna kick me awake soon.
You haven't brought up that name in quite a while. But I suppose that's only right, considering where you are on the timeline. For you at this point, everything the IPC does is still in a far-off future.
What a strange dream. Everything sounds like nonsense.
It doesn't matter. It's time for you to come back to reality. How does it feel? Does waking up from a dream bring you misery?
Misery? Why, no. It's a shame you're stuck in a dream. Can't lay eyes on the land I love. It's so gorgeous. You'd be willing to die. Right there.
Again, sacrificing everything for an ideal, an idea that's very like in one place I mentioned like Jordan Peterson brings this up, but it's actually like it has a long history in philosophy, obviously. Also, I shouldn't bring that bastard up.
It's hard to believe someone so young would use that kind of analogy.
JP is actually like actually took Russian money, Russian media money to just promote anti-Western stuff. He's the antithesis of having firm beliefs. He's just a thought-out sophist. Really good with words, really good with manipulating people and making it seem like he's a prophet of sorts. Making his brand grow, but he's the like antithesis of some moral.
Ain't nothing strange about that. People gotta find ways to soothe their souls. Part of that's coming to terms with life and death. There's a saying from Aragon of Partial. Death is the fairest form of grace. For the good-hearted, death keeps their purity intact. For the cunning scoundrels, death ends things clean and quick.
I see. Does that mean you're not afraid of death? If so, please extend your hand out for me. I suppose you're perfectly willing to apply the fairest form of grace to every corner of the universe? In the name of Dr. Primitive, that is.
Okay, now it took the anime villain route.
You shall thoroughly understand his philosophy. And with that, the star will pitifully fizzle out.
No problem, teacher. But there's
Nah,
something
he's
else
not
I have
gone.
to tell you. I was worried about missing my shot, but now that I've gotten a hold of you, I reckon I won't.
What? How is this possible? Regression should have occurred already.
But he is actually way smarter than he looks.
wanna know something? I was worried I had it all wrong just now. But now, there ain't no problem. Cause only an evildoer asks why before he dies. I ain't deaf, alright? Well, you were yapping so loud. Did it ever cross your mind I could tell good from evil? It's as Nick said. Revenge needs no excuses. Just like how there's one thing in the world that doesn't need to be taught. Taking a shot at bad guys.
How did things take such a turn? You're just a child. Even for someone born with a bad nature, the first time doing something like this should weigh heavily on their conscience.
Is that so? Well, I reckon you got that wrong. Be it a wanted criminal with the blood of many on their hands, or a young cowboy who's never fired a gun. Both share a common instinct in every sense of the word. And that's to put a bullet in anything evil. Muddle butcher.
I'm gonna put a bullet in it. You think this is the fault of Vegas? No, it's your fault. I actually dead. I guess the barest form of grace. Especially for motherfuckers like you. Who only become the worst form of evil with time.
This is like a very dangerous route, but also carries some significance. Like, let's take, let's say conservatives in America right now. They used to be really convicted about just doing the right thing, and also like being not a Galaxy Ranger, but striving for world peace, in a sense. Striving for
I weep for the departed.
ending oppressive, authoritarian regimes. Right now, they're like
That's another good thing about dying. Whatever
sometimes puppets for Putin.
ideas are, I ain't gotta waste time listening to them.
And yeah, it's a bit difficult to discern good from evil, especially if you're like brainwashed with all this like mindless entertainment and stuff, but misinformation. But you gotta see, like, if you have any semblance of understanding of conscience, you can see stuff like starting a war in a neighboring country, killing innocent people, just for pretty much like a deluded imperialist ambition, like Russia is doing right now. There's no mistaking it. This is clear. And if you just think there's like granularity in that, if both sides are correct, no. People like Putler are doing pretty much evil, and they should be stopped. Conservatives don't see it anymore. Maybe they're brainwashed by the media. Who knows? Probably are. There's some good, stark fellows who keep their watch, like this guy now. But it is very difficult to discern what is evil if you don't do it yourself by principles. If you just get it from evildoers themselves. But yeah, it's also a theme that no one's beyond redemption, so as a humane point of view, I'd even talk to the worst criminal. I think it's necessary for understanding. But yeah, I got on the rant there. This part of the game makes me think things through. Makes me just reflect on the real world, on actual issues. I think like I'm furious.
Oh, am I late?
Are you referring to what's finished or what's only just beginning?
The one that's about to begin? Oh, right. I should go get help. You need to get your head checked, like, right now.
Get my head checked. What forking hell are...
My synesthesia means back to normal. Dagnabbit. That's forking amazing. Hot diggity fudge.
Huh? So, you're saying everything went back to normal once you smashed this thing to pieces? I see. No wonder those assistant Annas only want to teach students one-on-one.
Yeah, I had a hunch. Sometimes it's just dead simple. Don't gotta be a genius. Follow me, Nameless. No need for reinforcements, seeing as how a few bullets will clear this up. Forking hell. You think you can find a better shot than me in Penacony?
And yeah, going back to the rant about how some stuff in the world is just evil, you need to shoot down. Like if someone's invading your land like Russians are doing in Ukraine right now. Just coming to your land to kill and take over. Then that's a very primal, very motivating thing to defend your homeland. And this will never end. People from other countries will always offer resistance to subjugate us. Russia will never take Ukraine. Russia will never take its ambitions, its European ambitions of conquering it as much as possible. And no mistake, those are the ambitions. It's clearly said in the philosophers' words, like Dugin, and there's the guy who was actually like a director of theater. Let me Google. Director of theater in Russian politics. Surkov is one of the nastiest fellows. He's just almost like the Rekka guy. He's just like thinks himself and is very efficiently a director of manipulating people and just heading to the direction of like in a bad postmodernist way, just to make the truth a lie. And he's quite successful. And there are other philosophers in Russian history that are brought up by people like Putin, who just claim very religiously, very zealously Russian superiority, and this is the baseline. It's like sometimes rationalized in a way that holds a trap that, oh yeah, Russia has these like interests or whatever. First off, there's no such thing as Russia, there's the people leading it. There's no like mythological greater being called Russia. It's a hoax. Second of all, Russia has all the resources it needs to become prosperous, but it instead just pushes forward imperialist ambitions. It's sheer lunacy, and it should be viewed as such.
That's right, fellow members. Everything that's about to happen next isn't the end for us.
And the crazy thing is, yeah, sorry about this rant, I'm very adamant about this. The crazy thing is, the sense of self-preservation, defending your family, your land, this is what is used by the Russians to make them attack the other land. It's fucked up, but masters of manipulation, Surkov and others, they do the trick. People usually don't see it. That's pretty sad. Anyway, again, Penacony makes me think about actual stuff, putting ideas into perspective of real life, and Folius does not.
With Dreamflux Reef as our starting point, a beautiful world shall descend upon all, and he will eventually cast his gaze upon us and the grand cause that we've forged together.
Grand? Grand in what way, motherfucker? All right, folks, eyes on me. Now listen here. This whole thing's a motherfucking scheme.
True.
Scurry off and hide. Ain't no harm in being foolish. Know when to steer clear.
You two again. I can forget everything else you've done. But slandering the name of Slumber Nana Monkey before Prof Nana Cremon? Do you even know what you're doing? Montana, would you please just hear me out?
Save it. You really think you can still convince him?
Mr. Ranger, perhaps going back to our origins.
Who asked you? I'm only gonna say this once. I ain't interested in hearing philosophies or sob stories. You're a dastardly evildoer who will cease to exist once a bullet's put into you. And guess what? I just so happen to be holding a gun right now. Since everything's turned out to be so simple, there's no need to use too much of my intellect. Catch my drift. See, I'm not here to teach a class, shirt brain. I've come to help. Class is over!
This is peak. This is what STARRAIL actually should be. Philosophical, relevant storylines into motivational, well-executed action scenes.
There's nothing we can do. Where are you going? Sabbatical?
Sabbatical.
Destiny elongates time, in the same way ramen noodles are stretched. The ninja capital has turned into an abyssal hell under the devastation of evil Ninja Osamu. Even the mighty blonde would rather close their eyes to the capital's sorry state and let out a long sigh. The only remaining ninja, Dazzling Ninja, aka Rapper, has trained an entire decade under the tutelage of Master Kucha to be adept in a wide variety of ninjutsu. gaining also the ability to recite lengthy mantras fluently. But deep down, Master Kucha is aware that it is only when Rappa receives the tutelage of other ninja heroes and embarks upon the paramount way of the ninja as dazzling ninja can she save the entire ninja capital. In the darkest hour of the night, a falling meteor streaks across the sky, marking the graduation of Ninja Initiate Rappa and her new identity as Ninja Hero Rappa.
What's scattered on the ground like garbage bags are not plastic garbage. Instead, they are the lackeys of the Osaru. The one casting their shadow in front of the dazzling ninja is not a dead spirit, but rather an unknown visitor.
Who might you be?
An unknown visitor who exudes a powerful and suppressive power. Are the Galaxy Rangers teaming up now?
My pleasure to make your acquaintance too. We are ninja heroes who have received the true teachings of the hunt. We come forth to punish evil ninja Osaru.
Ninja Hero? Huh. It seems that my trial has finally come to an end.
Trial?
The final trial of the Mama Rage. Destroy the matrix of Osaru's house and end the catastrophe that has befallen this land. Pray tell, have I proven myself worthy of the title of Ninja Hero?
Oh, mighty Eon of the hunt. What indomitable ninja spirit she has. Indeed, one as devoted as you rightfully deserves the title of Ninja Hero. Greetings, dazzling ninja.
I think she signifies the positive aspects of very gleeful escapist young people fantasy that actually has a core in actual belief in a value that matters. And she's wearing skimmy outfits, so
10 arduous years of training.
guess
finally
that's
culminated in
cool.
this. A new title will be conferred upon me today. I can proudly say that I have never gone against the tenets of dazzling ninjutsu all this time. How I wish you were here to witness this glory of mine today, Master Kucha.
With that, I shall continue my journey to take down the evil ninja. Farewell.
Make no haste, since I am now a ninja hero fit to contend with the evil ninja. Would you let me join you in your crusade?
No, for your hunt is long complete. This is mine, and mine alone.
I like how the still isn't really still. There's a slight animation to this. Like, look at the slide, look at even the sign. There's a cool little, what you call it, shader.
Low, 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 lone.
Oh, that was Rekas doing.
I see. This talent would do well in special effect films. Ah, we have quite some fascinating actors today. One perpetually films before a green screen. Another has been through a change of identity. And
Like, this makes me think of, like, yeah, how there's a good side in Hollywood movies and stuff like that. By portraying like an idealist fantasy, but actually having a value core to the ideals.
you, of course. The one with the potential. Festive superstar from the land of the dreams.
Also, how some movies like that are innately contradictory with like lots of anti-capitalist messages in what is essentially capitalist movies, and like, the very essence of what it's against, basically. Which isn't as straightforward a contradiction as we might see. There's a line between subjugating people in making them more meek and calm, and by making them live out their just causes and entertainment that's kind of meaningless and doesn't go against you, in the sense that capitalists don't want people to go against them, and much better to have them live out their worries in fiction, kind of mindless fiction, even if not mindless. So yeah. Again, good story, good themes. Festive superstar. I like this main character. He's like a very he seems stupid, but he's not. It's just like a value itself to have this like snarky absurdism to actually acknowledge the absurdist nature of everything and to go with it and to enjoy yourself while doing it. He stands in juxtaposition with the real world, and at the same time slightly above it in a sense, with his mockery of, it's not mockery in that sense, it's like an absurdist joke on every corner. Like if Camus said that either kill yourself or like drink coffee, like that's your choice. He's the one that goes for the coffee. And he takes his coffee very, very interesting. He's one to like interesting flavors, maybe even like explosive coffee.
Please, let me apologize once more. Yes, it is true that I had a working relationship with Prof. Nana, but I was coerced into it. As a mimetic life form, I inadvertently fell into the hands of my enemies and became infected with the lethal mimetic virus.
He's bullshitting. He is a memo keeper, but I would like to say monkey.
No, at least not right now.
I see. The spatial ninjutsu that you displayed earlier was truly ingenious. I wouldn't be surprised if you were a memo ninja from the Garden of Zen collection.
Oh, whoa. So, am I right to see your active portrayal of the Dean's office as a ruse to teleport us to safety here?
Perhaps I was just trying to bail myself out of the situation.
Banal yourself?
Banna. Urk. How does translate to urk?
Well, this seems to be the answer for everything. Banal gibberish has long infiltrated every cell and organ of our body. Since Penacony's dreams are rooted in the desires of the masses, the mimetic corruption has had an irreversible impact on the dreamscape itself. Slumber Nana Monkey's sweeping craze wasn't the beginning of things. Rather, it heralded the end. From that point onward, the moment of Slumber Nana was fated to be born.
But what differentiates this from other mimetic viruses is the period and extent of its influence. Is that right?
I'm impressed. It seems Don Hung is not only a skilled actor, but also has profound knowledge on communication theory. Trends come and go, but every single one of them eventually dies down. Much like how a violent storm quells with time. We may not be able to dampen the increasing popularity of Slumber Nana Monkey, but we can always work to hasten the trend's recession.
As we can hasten the recession of stupid brain rot, brainless media, of NFTs, of stuff that doesn't hold any real value. Even though, yeah, trends are a part of real life, but to be very suspicious of trends is, and stuff that emotionally binds you. Also, misinformation, social media, in stuff that's like produced by, e.g., the Russian government. Yeah, don't make a mistake. They're the most apparent and unethical uses of twisting people's minds via their profits and just disinformation. Anyway, it's all good if you do your best, I guess, and not fall for the stupid trends and stupid misinformation that just makes use of your weak points. Be the weak points, your willingness or your like real wish to be smart. Let's say the people that Russia actively engages in saying that, like, oh, the conflict is two-sided and there's like granularity there, etc. These are the people who want to feel really smart, who feel they're seeing the world from different perspectives, etc. But no, if it's just like an evildoer and if they just like want to manipulate you, everyone has a weakness that you can take advantage of. Again, Penacony makes me think of real stuff. That's good.
How do we accomplish this, you ask? We'll have to introduce our lead actor for the night. Yes, it's none other than you, ninja actor.
The key is in my past, isn't it?
Prof. Nana Freeman once called you the Doctor's failed creation. I am extremely interested in this. What lies behind your insistence on narrating everything from the intriguing worldview of a ninja? When I made the connection between that and the Banacademics that we've seen earlier, I came to the realization that this might be the very reason you're immune to Slumber Nana Monkey's corruption. What Prof. Nana said also hinted at a possibility that links everything else in life.
Yeah, that's because she
This
has
is but another
the
one of Dr. Primitive's
naive
experiments.
core,
As for you,
naive setup, but the core
already
of real value there.
another mimetic virus.
As stated in the cosmic ninjutsu inscriptions, when used correctly, the venom of a scorpion neutralizes snake venom, just as poison wine may sometimes be used to quench thirst.
This is really good. This is a sort of fight fire with fire statement, but yeah, to effectively battle enemies, know their tricks and like make use of the same principles.
What you said is right. I once fell into the clutches of Osaru's domain. When sorcery ninjutsu was inflicted upon me, I had to undergo endless tribulations to break the fiendish spells. Only then did I manage to escape. That memory has long become a story I leave behind in my past. Though, if Penacony's future hinges on it, I am willing to bring back that memory and face it once more.
Well, well, well. If the mimetic entities can overwrite one another, so can mimetic viruses. If we can just edit this virus out of our ninja actor's memory, there may be a way to destroy those nasty monkey synesthesia dreamscape. As the third act of a film, this can well be considered as a masterful development to the overall plot.
It is quite masterful. Penacony is great.
And for the sake of propelling the plot forward, it looks like you'll have to take on a lead role again. Mimetic viruses, no matter the type, can be fatal to a memo keeper. But that's not the case for you. As the protagonist, you will surely be able to unveil the truth behind the numerous layers of foreshadowing in this film. Go on, take my film reel and turn her memories into the MacGuffin that will shatter this plot once and for all.
The gibberish in my mind is getting clearer now. I have to move quickly.
Baseball bat ninja, are you ready to dive into my past? Make all necessary preparations, for you may be jolted out of sorts when we encounter the bloody, tearful, and ruthless moments in my memory.
Oh no, this person's emo dial is locked. Mode. But we might be able to find a suitable replacement lock cylinder. Yeah?
Pray tell, what does it mean to be a ninja hero? And how does one become a ninja hero? Through talent, lineage, inheritance, or being possessed by the ninja spirit? Nay, none of these. Across the wide expanse of the cosmic ninja realm, those who practice ninjutsu are as prevalent as flying fish roe. Yet ninja heroes are as rare as precious golden pufferfish. At this juncture, the legendary scroll of the ninja hero is on the cusp of being unfurled. Do your best to maintain your sanity as you watch dazzling ninjas past unfold before you.
Backstory time.
Hatch unlock requested. Insufficient clearance. Please enter password.
An enchantment. It won't stop me.
This is Rappa's voice. Is this a past version of her?
Rin, Pyo, To, Sha, break!
Password input correct. Live specimen gene editing disabled.
Gene editing?
Updating hatch.
That's all there is to Osaru's seal.
Did she edit her own genes?
Senses are dulled by sorcery. I can still see the grotesque sins that are unfolding here. How detestable and deplorable indeed.
Or is it
I
someone
am
else?
now the self that Rappa remembers in her memories. So, this is the ninja capital? It's completely different from what I imagined.
That's true.
That should be the end of my trial. Time to return to Master and resume my training.
Expose the crimes committed by Osaru is optional. How can I do that? Do I explore?
Vanilla. Atavistic target, Old World monkey. Gene regression progress, 7%. Vital signs, stable.
This is evil Ninja Osaru's Ninja Scout. It is currently monitoring the victims imprisoned in their cages. Oh, mighty Eon of the Hunt. Evildoers have cast their covetous eyes upon the world. How can you continue to slumber with your eyes closed?
That's an interesting interjection. So is the Eon of the Hunt slumbering? Which is like really contradictory to its like nature. Eon of the Hunt should be the justice-seeking, punishment-giving, goal-oriented, fast, furious Eon. Motivates you to act decisively, sometimes rashly. It's the ideal of a guy fighting invaders on the front lines. It can be used for evil, but anyway, it's interesting that. Or I don't know. It's interesting that it slumbers. Eon of the Hunt slumbers. Don't really know what's meant by that.
Salutations, Master Kucha. I have deciphered the enchantment.
What? It's not even 2 system hours.
Master Kucha, do I count as a ninja initiate now?
Why, yes. Oh, child, new to the way of the ninja. I recognize your determination. Henceforth, you shall be the successor to my dazzling ninjutsu.
Thank you, Master. This is my greatest honor.
Behold the city of shadow, a sinful land of suffering, hatred, and sorrow. Bloody tears soon to devour all hope for the morrow.
He's really trying.
Osaru, agent of the vile, cast the masses into sin by foul arts and guile. Fiendlings indulgent in evil gone wild, enrage the hearts of all man, woman.
He's getting into it. He's getting into it. So they're basically building a perfect warrior to battle mimetic viruses, or like evildoers who use, like, let's say, an analogy of misinformation of our age. Something that Russia deploys the most. So basically, she is the agent that can work against them because she's brainwashed herself. Kind of. She's put into a idealistic way of thinking, which might benefit her and the goal, the purpose.
Inherit the legacy of the ninja hero and wipe clean the sins of Osaru. End the suffering wrought upon the ninja capital and bring peace back to its people.
I will continue to train hard till the day I become the dazzling ninja that Master speaks of.
An admirable resolution. To contend with the evil ninja, you will also need a new name. A name befitting a ninja.
Name? Is AKA3 a name?
I don't know, my disciple. Your name will carry your ideals, your convictions, and your destiny. Your ninja name belongs to you alone. So the decision is yours to make.
In that case, I choose Rappa. To have a dedicated heart that will never be disturbed. And to pacify all evil and demonstrate justice. That was Master's initial teachings to me. I wish to use them in my name.
So this is a good point to actually bottle the stuff that makes humans for the worse, makes them devolve or whatever, or just makes for manipulating them easier. You need to have like real conviction and clarity behind yourself, and maybe sometimes brainwashing yourself might be a good idea if there is actually a valuable core value that is based upon.
As you wish. Nice to meet you, dazzling initiate AKA Rappa. You will now embark on an arduous training to become a ninja. Can you keep up?
Certainly. Pain is but common to a ninja, and I shall never flinch in the face of it.
Trial. Quite a bit of content. A ninja should have an indestructible form, the first trial ninja body of Vajra.
A feeling. No. It is a dazzling feeling under Master Kucha. Though, not directly. This feeling harbors just as much hatred for evil ninja Osaru. Secret concoctions of concealed evil. It contains an excessive amount of ninja strength. Swallowing it means enduring bone-shattering pain. However, to become a ninja hero, I must consume these pills every day.
So this is basically an experiment.
Only then can I create a never-ending source of cosmic ninja strength within my body. Yes, this is a trial to temper my mind and body.
And she swallowed pills every single day to shape her to the perfect warrior against like mimetic foes, I guess. Against misinformation. Ooh, blue pill, red pill type of ordeal. And there's value in refusing to swallow it as well. Like this is the this is so good because it like turns it upside down. We just went into the slumber nana thing where people were taken in by a very simple-minded obsession. Now she's trained to be obsessed in her own way to battle those other ways. Those like evildoers who use mimetic viruses or whatever, use this brainwashing to have underlings. But is she sure the people training her are better? And does she maybe value intrinsically her own individuality above the mission? unidentified treasured individuality more than anything, I would refuse. But if I believe in the mission, let's swallow the pill, I guess. I don't know if there's like an actual consequence to this choice, but it's meaningful. So I will ponder it for a moment. So let's think. On one hand, like she is subject to an experiment that hones her to be like a... we don't know for what purposes actually. So just for finding out what purposes, we need to maybe go out of the training right now. Maybe we're handled by, so to say, evildoers. Maybe yeah, the good guys aren't so good themselves, and you need to refuse them at least once in a while. To maybe come back stronger if they are actually offering value. I'll refuse.
Steel your nerves. A ninja hero never fears.
Okay, no choice.
Swallow it. For the sake of the ninja capital.
Your skin, muscle, bones, you feel every part.
Is this
Pain.
excruciating pain what Rappa endured back then?
Let's go back. Your skin, muscles, bones, you feel every part of your body being eroded, destroyed, and reconstructed.
Os! Having persevered through unending nights of tribulations, I will boast the impenetrable body of a ninja hero.
Okay, so these pills make her body really strong, I guess. Second trial, ninja extrasensory perception.
This is Umbra Headmistress, the head of the dojo and a reliable supportive figure for us dazzling students. She uses the Great Narukami Circle to awaken the latent potential of ninjas. After attaining enlightenment, via reverse lightning ninjutsu, one's body can then possess extraordinary ninja senses.
Number 3, I'm about to increase the intensity. You better be able to handle it. Future of this laboratory is all in your hands.
Yes, that is the plan. The future of the ninja capital shall be shaped by the dazzling ninja hero. I will definitely fulfill my promise. Put it on for the... Put it on for the sake...
This is too much.
The color emits powerful electrical currents like thousands of needles piercing through your flesh and blood and countless bombs exploding within your body. Your heart begins to beat at an unusual rate. You hear countless noises, including the deaths of protons. I actually didn't want to maybe pick that option. I would have wanted to resist a bit. If I Alt F4 right now and go back into the game, then I will probably be able to change that choice, even if it doesn't matter. I'd like to do that. So this is a trick. If you find yourself choosing the wrong option that you didn't want to choose, then you can Alt F4 or turn off your PlayStation or whatever, and it will probably give you the same dialogue to like from the beginning. Even though it doesn't even give me an illusion that it.
This is Umbra Headmistress, the head of the dojo, and a reliable
The choices matter, but
dazzling student.
choices still hold meaning. There's a chance, there's a possibility, albeit a low one, that some choices actually do have consequences. In this game, that's happened like a couple of times. It's given us end credits where I should have actually picked that choice in Euphorius, where it said like, do we want to stay here? I actually didn't. I didn't pick it even. It was stupid. I should have just like, at some point I might go back to the mission, replay it, and pick that I don't want to stay there, and be done with it. Just as a statement.
She uses the great Naruk.
Number 3. I'm about to increase the intensity.
Yes, that is the plan. The future of the ninja capital shall be shaped by the dazzling ninja hero. Rid all thoughts of escape. Ninja heroes never flee. Put it on for the sake of becoming a ninja hero.
Thousands of needles piercing through your flesh and blood.
This is...
Countless bombs exploding within your body. Your heart begins to beat at an unusual rate. You hear countless noises, including the deaths of prodons.
Too much.
Us, having persevered through unending nights of tribulation, I now boast the vast senses of a ninja hero.
Yeah, it's sometimes difficult to understand the difference between something that actually does harm and traumatizes one and just some measured amount of pain that's necessary for growth. This doesn't seem too measured.
These feelings are rebel apes of Osaru's clan. They would
But
spar
it
with me
still
every
might be
day,
for the better.
improving my ninja skills and refining my ninja martial prowess.
Number 3. Stress response training tier 4. Fighting low-level combat apes.
So Rappa is a sad figure.
I have never won against these feelings, for I am still but a mere ninja initiate. Yet, if I am to become the dazzling ninja, I must vanquish these feelings. Only then can I be worthy of defeating evil ninja Osaru. To battle! Do not stop until the crows start cawing at the crack of dawn. Turn back around. Ninja heroes
Can't
never
return.
retreat.
Can't retreat.
Let the hunt begin, for the sake of defeating evil one day.
Even though it's just practice, you have to take them on with... have to take on them. Weird English. With a true hunting attitude.
Detonate!
Until everything burns to ashes! Oh, oh, oh! Set the seas ablaze!
Even though the combat still sucks, the change of music,
Still waters uplift.
the way it's built into the story, it's still pretty
It too
neat.
shall fall.
And if I'd have like an absolute shit team, it would still be interesting. Then it would like, only then it would be interesting actually.
Number 3. Cleared experiment tier 4. Rating increased.
As stated in the Cosmic Ninjutsu inscriptions, the way of the ninja is long and windy, and trials and tribulations are mere amusements. Us, having persevered through unending nights of tribulations, I now boast the unrivaled stature of a ninja hero.
yeah, the ninja thing is a facade to also
Master Kucha,
help her cope with the
Umbra headmistress.
very traumatic upbringing she has.
Use a mimetic virus on number 3. How'd that help the experiment?
I can clearly hear everything they're saying. Is my super hearing capable of picking up even whispers among ninjas now? A joyous discovery indeed.
Denise Event 22, we need to increase number 3's mental resilience.
Enough with these lame excuses. You just can't bear to see her suffer, can you?
She might not be able to withstand the later experiments. If we use the mimetic virus to perform cognitive intervention and ensure that her mind remains stable, the experiments can proceed more smoothly.
Yep. So he introduced the ninja thing
Sure,
to
your personal feelings into this. The research aids on
to
exactly
help her
how
cope
you're
with the
allowing
situation.
free to run around at will.
Research apes aren't exactly happy.
She's able to decipher the password to the modification cabin in just 2 system hours. There's no way we'll be able to cage her up like any old gorilla.
Do not be troubled over me, Master. Mere physical suffering can never devastate my ninja spirit.
Evil ninja of sorrow, sorcery beguiles the masses. Yeah, misinformation for the masses. But yeah, it's interesting how maybe the people who created us were similar all along. For all they see are but illusory bubbles. The ninja world lies concealed beneath thick, gloomy shadows. I'm just exploring the area. I don't think there's anything to find here, but maybe. HP is meaningless to me. And now I shall break this cursed seal for you. Open up, come on. Following Master Kucha's instructions, Peppa ventures into the magical vessel made of ninja tech.
Information dilution at 74%. Consciousness anchor locked on. Mimetic etching is about to begin.
Ninja Initiate Rapper, are you ready? The illusory sorcery that the evil ninja cast upon you is about to be broken.
Mimetic etching is about to begin. Let's get out of here, or we'll get affected as well.
So yeah, this is like a sci-fi take on brainwashing.
I see it now. To think there's such a majestic capital in the ninja world.
Awesome! Looks like it was a success.
Since we're on this, why ninjas?
Oh, because of the cosmic ninjutsu inscriptions.
The what now?
In order to protect the helpless, we can save the fallen ninja capital, the righteous ninja hero hunts down the world's evil ninjas. It's a manga series. After we sealed off the Research Institute to hide from the Galaxy Rangers, my manga collection has been her only source of entertainment.
Now I know why number 3 always looks so loopy. You better be careful not to go overboard with giving her such useless information.
Not useless.
There's only one horizontal axis on Area
It's
Edition's
the only thing that
coordinate
motivates
system.
some people.
Everything else is an impediment to progress. That's especially true for the banal concepts of good and evil.
Banal?
Haven't the Galaxy Rangers given us enough trouble already? You'll never get the Doctor to notice you if you keep being so narrow-minded.
So, one of the associates of the Doctor, Primitive, was the one who created Rapper. But he was a good guy.
Is
Kind of.
so?
Ish.
Would Doctor really notice ordinary mortals like us?
So she set off to find her maker and destroy
You're
him.
transferring number 3 to Denise 722? Why?
Simple. You won't be able to graduate. According to Denisovan 22's reports, you have been guiding the experiment in the wrong direction.
No! Let me ask her what she means by this.
It's an honor for me to represent Laboratory 17 and elaborate on our beliefs to all who are present today. Wise attendees, as you can clearly see, our universe today is nothing but a crate of abandoned bananas. In order to save the world's marching towards rot and decay, humanity must regress, and regress further. Only then will civilization be imbued with endless possibilities yet again, allowing erudition to shine with kaleidoscopic rays once more.
You're just cultist.
Do not be concerned by the accusations and criticisms of others, for a grand cause must always use the dreams of the common masses as kindling. Yet, it is blissful for them to become kindling, for rotten wood only contributes the greatest value when it is set ablaze.
You're not scientists, you're
Should make use of their talents to the fullest, just as items should be utilized.
true believers.
We must ensure that every monkey in the experiment fully comprehends this bliss. Let us burn alongside them in happiness.
Nihilist researchers.
Denise 722, what is all this?
I've graduated. Now you need to call me Ape 22. As for what this is, that specimen is the new human that our laboratory painstakingly bred with genes filtered from the atavistic experiments. But you made her a lunatic. The research apes have decided that I will take over her nurturing from here on out.
Who's in charge isn't important, but you can't continue the experiment anymore. So break!
That's fine. I'm already nurturing number 4. If something happens to 3, we'll replace her with that new one.
Interesting. Who's number 4? Is that another character or like an
How could
antagonist?
We brought her up since she was a baby. Do you not have a shred of morality?
It's not morality, even it's
You're really talking to me about morality?
common
On
sense.
Bacchus 2, morality is how every family's second son must be sacrificed.
It's actually
to
morality.
Anuk. On the interstellar principality of Pegasus, morality is how bipedal organisms must be enslaved by quadrupedal ones. On the Capicala planet, morality is how blue-eyed individuals are forbidden from walking on the streets.
So this is the argument for
Has bound the
moral
wisdom of those
relativism.
people and ended the future of those worlds. That was why Dr. Primitive chose them as targets of the atavistic experiment. The sacrifices we made are not for such vulgar things. Rather, they're meant to create a future where humans can be happy, where the universe can continue to advance, and one that the Doctor can be proud of.
Speaking of vulgarity of others, you're the most vulgar.
Umbra Headmistress, you're destroying the cosmic ninjutsu inscriptions. Why?
Cognition isolation is the first step to curing one of a mimetic virus. You were supposed to have the intelligence of a genius, but such garbage ruined it. Rip them. Tear them to shreds yourself.
This is the dearest treasure of the dazzling ninja school. We cannot do that.
Don't.
Odd. I've always thought of you as obedient. You always did everything Denisovan 75 said. Why aren't you obeying me?
No motivation. Rarity and value does motivate.
Muscle fibers sure are densely packed. It's like slapping a rock.
The poem? Why? Used on me?
Hurry and tear up this trash! As long as you perform well, both Denisovin 75 and I will be praised. You don't wish to disappoint him, do you?
Master Kucha? I understand. This must be Master Kucha's trial for me. He's testing my ninja skills of letting go.
Escape from the evil stronghold.
Umbra had missed.
This is a sad story.
2722. You cannot get rid of her.
Number 3 is also a failed experimental subject. She barged into the storage room without permission, created a huge mess, and was rude to the research apes. Just that alone is enough to make her a failure.
But you know that was just an accident.
I'm a research ape, not a banana advisor. You're the one who made her into this damn state she's in. The laboratory should hold you accountable for the way she turned out.
Damn it.
Master Kucha, have I done something wrong?
No, Rappa. You have done extremely well. A true ninja hero must wholeheartedly devote oneself to the way of the ninja. You foiled the evil ninja's schemes and saved so many innocent people. You undoubtedly already have the bearing of a true ninja.
Am I really a true ninja now?
Of course. Now, ninja initiate Rappa.
Yes, Master.
You've trained under me for 5 years. After rigorous tests and trials, you've mastered hundreds of ninja techniques. I hereby bestow upon you the title of Dazzling Ninja, entrusting you to be my weapon, to defeat the evil ninja, and guide the ninja capital into the future.
Thank you, Master Kucha. This is my greatest honor.
Take the scroll with you, for within its pages lie the secrets of dazzling ninjutsu. It shall cast a brilliance that makes fiendlings fear and destroy the evil ninja's intricate matrices. Paint it throughout the ninja capital. Banish the shadows with ink and raise the banner against evil.
What should I paint?
I do not know, my disciple. You may paint anything that you wish. This is your own ninjutsu.
Cool guy.
The decision is yours to make.
Yes.
Gives her the creative means to process the shit that has been done to her.
This is where the Matrix core is. According to Master, dazzling ninjutsu can overwrite the evil ninja's matrix. Channel the mantra into the colorful brilliance, then paint it over the existing mantra on the Matrix core. What wondrous ninja tech. Dazzling ninja seal. Open! Success! Ha! This way, the evil ninja's matrix can finally be broken.
Denisovin 75, what is going on? There's digital graffiti all over the laboratory. It even crashed the security system.
I have no idea. Someone must have hacked in. I'll check on it right away.
Well, be quick about it. If we don't fix it soon, the Rangers are gonna find us.
Kucha, I have placed the dazzling ninja seal hung over the ninja capital.
Oh, good work, Dazzling Ninja. This way the evil ninja's matrix will no longer be able to stop our communication ninjutsu. Make haste, Rangers. Bring this ridiculous farce to an end.
Stop! What are you doing, Denise 75?
Denise 22.
How dare you deceive the experimental subject, your fellow research partners, and the research apes? The biggest mistake Laboratory 17 ever made was to allow a research fraud such as you to infiltrate this place.
What is Umbra Headmistress talking about?
Rappa. She is a follower of the evil ninja.
Take her down.
What? Umbra Headmistress is a traitorous ninja?
Enough! Combat apes, take care of them.
Dazzling Ninja, there's been a change to your trials. I will now ask you to vanquish those traitors.
Understood. I shall demonstrate for Master the dazzling ninjutsu I just learned.
To ashes! Oh, no, no! Fight to live! I need the West Wind. Let me go!
I weep for the departed. It too shall fall. Still waters come quickly.
Delivering water!
I'm reminded of why
I
I'm
weep
putting
for
this
the
thing.
departed.
At least for a while.
It too shall fall.
How could this happen? These combat apes were personally trained by the research apes.
My long hours of training have finally paid off. This is Dazzling Palm.
Look, this is what they call the failed subject. We conducted this experiment together. We were the ones who shaped her into this someone with unparalleled intelligence, extraordinary perception, and incredible power. Tell me, in what sense of the word is she considered a failure?
How dare you question the doctor's theory? The research apes must have their own considerations. The security system will be prepared soon. Prepare to feel the full force of Dr. Primitive's wrath, you oblivious kindling!
You're wrong. Dr. Primitive wouldn't care about ordinary people like us. Rappa, this trial is over. You should go.
But... Master Kucha...
Leave, Rappa.
Yes.
You're secretly concealing weapons as well? What are you planning?
Denisovin 22. Thanks to you, I finally understood that morality is indeed a hypocritical and superficial concept. That's why I've decided to ditch it for good.
Wait, my friend. Please put the gun down. We've been classmates for so many years now, you can't...
Umbra Headmistress. It's time you breathe your last. This
Damn.
is...
This is heavy shit.
Warning. Unauthorized personnel detected in Corridor C11. Security apes to activate security measures at once.
The evil ninja is about to set a matrix here. Using the ninja tech left to me by Master, I shall pave the way for those ninja heroes that are soon to arrive.
Warning. Corridor C11's security system appears to have malfunctioned. Technical apes to troubleshoot at once.
Always forward.
Warning. Corridor C11's security system has largely gone out of control. Warning. Corridor C11's security system is no longer functional. Corridor C11.
Whether an end exists and what comes after the end. The path ahead lies in shadow, in all things a taste of bitter tea lingers. Oh, beautiful. Lost and bewildered. My will is tested but unwavering, no room for hesitation. Rappa is a very deep character, actually.
So, this
No, I did not anticipate
is
that.
how the air outside the ninja capital actually smells like.
Hey, little miss! Are you alright?
Pleasure to meet you. Who might you be?
Galaxy Ranger, I received a distress signal. This place really is the territory of Dr. Primitive's henchmen. It's as hard to find as those bananas hidden in the woods.
Ninja hero? Huh. It seems my trial has finally come to an end.
Trial? What kind of... Ugh, another poor kid driven mad by those monkeys.
The final trial of the Mappo Age. Destroy the matrix of Osaru's house. And end the catastrophe. Pray tell, have I proven myself worthy of the title of Ninja Hero?
No way. So that's why all those in the lab are lying dead on the ground? Was it all your doing?
10 years of suffering. 1 day of recognition. I have not let down dazzling ninjutsu. Mr. Kucha, I really wish you could witness this.
This is like some elfin lead level shit.
Get it now. This girl's infected with a mimetic virus. Most people would have turned into complete by now, but she's still running around like nothing's wrong. Please listen to me. You're in serious danger right now. If you don't get treated soon, your brain will eventually burst.
Since I am now a ninja hero who can contend with evil ninjas, might I lend you a hand?
You're asking me this now. Do you have a death wish? You want to go on the hunt? Know that this is a road of no return.
Great one above, eradicating evil till my last breath. My bow drawn, no turning back. My heart shall remain unmoved.
Damn, she cool.
Whoever follows the way of the ninja is a ninja. I've made my decision.
Did not expect Rappa to be so cool. And such a sad character. Go to show, pre and Furious, the game had depth.
Fabulous! Absolutely fabulous! Actor superstar, you'll surely become a director as great as me in the future.
Lol.
These memories are enough to create a sensational hit that will destroy ambiguity and bring a close to this absurd monkey show. But before that, the prelude prepared for the climax is already elsewhere.
And I did not expect that backstory. We were shown the character without, like, unnecessary stuff. And then
Everything's fine now.
opened her backstory because reasons in the story. Good writing, again.
Oh, wow. That's a little fudging fantastic news. As if I haven't already told you that the last few times. Well, there's no need for my head to be checked, let alone consultation.
Consultation. Sounds like a swear word.
Needed an excuse for your behavior anyway. Surely insanity counts.
What are you even saying?
All hope is not lost yet. It looks like Dreamflux Reef is the enemy's real target. Everything that the both of you saw and heard at the Slumber Nana Association is evidence enough. Thankfully, you managed to intervene in time and put a stop to their schemes for now.
Even so, the
current situation is still rather grim.
Micah.
Apologies, but I only bring bad news.
And good news, too?
I wish, but no, nothing of the sort.
Oh well. At least you didn't say worse news.
The conversion is still in progress. The number of monkeys in Dreamflex Reef is still increasing, and I'm certain they used to be residents of the place.
I sense the same. There is still a discordant static on Dreamflux Reef.
Call it bewitchment or persuasion, the fact remains that such dissonance has indeed wrenched open the emptiness in people's hearts.
I went to a few trustworthy bloodhounds for help, asking them to eliminate any assistananas that they come across. Looks like that's not helping the current situation. Mr. Micah, you know Dreamflux Reef the best among us. Do you have any suggestions?
We're in a race against time, so I'll dispense with the formalities. In Dreamflux Reef, there are still assistananas working in secret, searching all over the place for residents who haven't been turned into monkeys, and pushing them into that abyss. If the both of you are willing to aid us, it'll buy us more time. As for Miss Robin, you may just be the key to resolving this crisis. But if we were to ask for your help, we have to be prepared for the worst-case scenario, with a boundary between Dreamflux Reef and the family will no longer exist. I will need your promise regarding the future of this place.
I understand. In that case, please go ahead with your plans first, Mr. Boothill and Miss March 7. Before you wrap up your business, we will have made our decision too.
Getting rid of the assistant nanas makes sense.
Montana! Wait up! Watch out!
Again. I'm here. Watch your head.
Bring it on.
Destined for oblivion. I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
March? Good thing you have C. Those things are not...
Montana runs off on her own before March 7th really finishes speaking.
Hey, I'm not done yet! We can't leave her alone. I'll meet up with you later. This isn't me running away from a fight, okay?
I wouldn't have thought that until you said it.
Whether the hunt will restore the residents to normalcy is something to be seen. Remains an unanswered question. Well, there are no indications of a fierce battle in the area. They must have been swiftly defeated, losing everything that defines them. Do bloodhounds possess such overwhelming power in the presence of this Assistinana? The scene raises questions. The little monkey stands silently next to the fallen Assistinana, each cry is devoid of recognizable emotions. Do any traces of mourning linger in the simple and regressed brain? This may forever remain a mystery. So, evil forces that want people's brains to regress in order to take control of them. I mean, I think Penacony's like storylines are very like they can be viewed as a metaphorical way, like in the sense that the Sunday arc with him trying to bring order back to this escapist project of the dreamscape is similar to how the Chinese government wants to control and order and taking control over the internet and creation, creativity even. And this storyline is more like a critique of Western entertainment capitalism, where people's brains are modeled to be actually pretty weak against evildoers like misinformation campaigns, etc. So like even these like people who had values just recently and stood for their values and made great efforts and strides, sacrifices to just bring more peace to the world, like the Galaxy Ranger Goodhill, who does resemble a Republican in a sense. Even their brains are modeled nowadays by like stuff like Russian disinformation, which is real, by the way. So yeah, lots of relevant themes in Penacony. None I could find in Amphorius. Being able to see an actor who isn't a monkey fills me with such joy.
This scene would be overly monotonous otherwise. Though, I too find this way of making my entrance rather excessively deliberate. We're not blessed with the luxury of time. What's a little blatant engineering in the opening sequence? Won't you agree?
Who are you? Robin's people? No. Oh, you're a memo keeper.
Keen intuition. But that layer of my identity isn't important. I am only here because of my fastidiousness toward the theatrical arts.
What in forking hell are you trying to say? Yeah, I was planning to tell you to stay away from this place. But you're being so annoyingly pretentious that you're better off turning into a monkey. At least you'd be less noisy there.
The Republican type does not like the artsy type. True.
You may think that I popped up out of nowhere. And yes, you can attribute that to a lack of foreshadowing. I wouldn't have approved such a sloppy sequence in usual cases. Yet, for the sake of this film, I am willing to forego some of my standards to offer some tiny clues to you and the other ranger.
Oh, Rapper sent you. No wonder you're talking in that same convoluted manner.
At present, there is an obvious way to save Dreamflux Reef. As long as the family steps into the picture, resolving the mutation that's occurred here would be a piece of cake. However, this is not a solution that the masses may be willing to accept.
You think too little of people here. They gave up on those sweet dreams out there just so they can be true to themselves. You reckon such people would grovel at the feet of the family over a mere crisis?
Yes, Mr. Micah thinks the same. But that perseverance of theirs isn't going to save Dreamflux Reef. I don't wish for this film to develop into a tragedy either. If the residents of Dreamflux Reef hope to tide over the crisis without the family's help, they will have to sing their very own song of harmony. This is why I'm here. I have prepared a big gift for all of you. The outline for the next act. You'll see once you open it.
Why should I believe you?
I am the director of this film as much as I am an actor in it. When it comes to the last scene that I will appear in, there's no reason for me not to seek perfection.
Yeah, these multifaceted motivations are what really keeps this storyline thrilling.
I knew it. There's no way a little fudgehead will come right out and say what he actually means. Let's just see what you're up to.
That's direct for you. Many speculations. He also believes that no matter what he sees, he can maintain his usual contempt and mock the other for his trickery. This is quite deep. Right after doing that,
this is
suspense. The suspense is killing me. Or not. Is that something of your childhood or something?
Darn right he is. That motherfucker does know what he's
Is
talking
that like the drink he likes? Malt?
Flux Reef have to come together to sing their song of harmony. No time to go back to that singing queen. Fucking hell. Oh, this place totally ain't shabby enough to ask the family for help.
Interesting. I want to know what's inside. Don't keep me in suspense. Actually, do keep me. That's more interesting. But I will say don't. Even if I want it.
I understand. I'll try my best, Mr. Micah.
All right there, hold your horses. What do y'all have so far?
Oh, it's you, Mr. Boothill. How are things outside?
The same old sorry sight. Not that I miss it.
Have we really come to this?
What do you mean, partner? Am I gonna have to start learning how to greet the family now?
On the contrary, that's something that will never happen in Dreamflux Reef. At the end of the day, I'm just Dreamflux Reef's Night Watch, not its leader. I'm loath to interfere with people's right to choose.
Choose? Don't tell me you believe they chose to become monks.
Kind of did.
That's exactly my point. These are people who seek their true selves. I don't believe they would seek happiness by erasing their individuality, but I won't stop them from heading towards destruction, as long as they made the decision with a clear head.
Yeah, like, the decision wasn't presented to them.
That's my boy.
With them being with a clear head, they were like clearly manipulated, and the decision also, what it entailed was obscured, and that's where it becomes a scheme, a trickery, misinformation, manipulation.
If there are people who aspire to become monkeys, I won't deny them of that dream. But I hope Miss Robin would at least give them that right to choose once again.
There is, indeed, a way to resolve the impending crisis without drawing the family's eyes to Dreamflux Reef. We know the tuning of harmony can erase the static noise. If the people of Dreamflux Reef are willing to follow my lead in singing a charmonic tune together, we may be able to erase the heinous noises reverberating around Dreamflux Reef. But knowing how a number of residents here view the family, it won't be easy for the plan to work.
More importantly,
just where
if the
this
family's
guy's
tunes become the only song left on Dreamflux Reef, we would have survived the crisis, but Penacony's only land of freedom would also cease to exist.
Just have every sound and voice come together in a single song. Listen, I have a fudging brilliant idea. Come with me, singing queen. Whether it works or not, depends on how much of a deal.
Ooh. Anyway, this also reminds me of how Estonia, actually, my home country, sang itself to freedom, which was a thing. So there is a commemorating Songfest Festival coming up 3rd July, 3rd 6th, and it commemorates that when the Soviet Union started to fall apart, Estonians used the traditional like song festival grounds to like basically make a mass demonstration of singing patriotic songs, which were illegal at the time because like the actual imperialist, subjugative, occupying regimes do not allow for like individual thought or like patriotic thought or like talking about someone's nationality. It was a failed experiment. Now Russia has a different strategy to just like overload the system with information and make people into slumber than the monkeys like that, kind of. But yeah, it's a cool little concept that they can sing themselves to freedom. Maybe we can, even today, like engage in creativity and revere a sense of community against false prophets, I guess, or against the gibberish that is propaganda from mostly the Russian side. Propaganda is on both sides, but propaganda that goes against values and against all principles, that's on the Russian side for sure. Which has which has gone into the US as well, sadly, but it can reverse. It might be a trend. You ready for it? Now this is the only way to get everyone into Influx Reef to sing together.
Need I say any more? Oh, well, don't tell me you've been so used to your classy posh instruments that this thing's beneath you.
No, that's not it. I know a thing or two regarding everything related to tunes, but this really is absurd. Perhaps an absurd crisis calls for an equally absurd solution.
That's the way. Leave the rest to me. I'll make sure to get everyone we need. Some people saved their world by giving a dance. Some people defeated their enemies by crying. It's finally our turn now. Got a crisis? Throw a party.
Yeah, gotta keep them spirits up. Whoa, is that rainbow puke? Yeah, it is. Cool. Penacony rolls. Rainbow puke.
Snap out of it, cowpokes. There's a big party going on over there, and it's lit.
It's lit.
Why don't you go check it out?
Micah already told us about it. Chiming in on the family's harmonic tunes? Huh, you best get the hell out of my face.
Isn't that one of my lines? But sure, you prefer it this way. I know I'm being a little demanding. Get your hind parts over to that party right now and save your home, or I'll make sure to dedicate an elegy for every one of you. You never seen a thug before? I'm not Micah. Wanna try me and my gun?
What's going on? Are fellow humans more dangerous than those monkeys now? Fine. We'll go to the party. Just keep that gun of yours away.
That's an interesting way to motivate people. Not sure if the best way, but you gotta do what you gotta do.
Howdy, partner. Oh, what's wrong, pals? Oh, that's one distressed look you had there. Haven't been swinging enough, eh?
Shut up, cowboy. Enough snide remarks. come over and help us out. Oh? Well, that's exactly what I'm here for. Here, head over to this place and just wait for it. I called it, didn't I? Who needs all that brain when swinging around on the dance floor solves things just the same?
A cowboy? Oh, right. The same guy as the other time. Could Miss Robin be? Come with me, everyone! I think he might just be making some sense.
Monella, why are you... Never mind. What's one more loony to the count? Let's go see what's going on, then.
Let's chill together. Come.
My. Look who's here.
I've been looking for you all day.
Should I believe that or not?
Oh, all right then. I'll just take half the credit for those assistant Annas we took out earlier.
Yeah, it's also just half of the whole lot.
Huh? So that's why nothing's going back to normal. Come on, we need to hurry.
No need for that. We got a new plan, gal. How did it go with her? It's...
I'll help out wherever possible.
Jeepers, how'd you get through to her?
That's a good
Asked her
question.
to stand in the pole?
March explained everything to me. I wasn't really influenced by the assistant Annas. It was something else.
Interesting.
Anyway, it's not your fault. Those bananas are incorrigible, preaching about how having nothing is best. More like they wouldn't be able to control a single human if none of us thought that way.
Say whatever they like. They're nothing but smashed fudges once I put my bullets into them. Everything ironed out between you two now. Follow me then.
Oh, wow. Everyone's here.
What was it you said? Who in their right mind would sing in a choir in this era? Not when you tell them there's a party. That's when people come flocking.
This guy is a bit weird.
A party?
That's okay then.
You're back,
That's
Mr. Boucher.
interesting.
We wouldn't have this turnout if it wasn't for Mr. Micah. Most of them are unwilling to trust me, much less the power of Charmony. But they chose to put their faith in Mr. Micah.
I think it's less about believing me than them not wanting to give up on this place. Everyone's got something they want to prove. It's the first time Dreamflex Reef has ever had a way to overcome difficulties on our own, without relying on the family.
So, what exactly are you gonna do?
You're likely to find it a little unbelievable. I still can't wrap my head around how I actually agreed to this. I must be crazy.
What's so scary about that? I have to do something crazy every once in a while. That keeps me from really going nuts. All right, let's get the party going. But once the hype is at its peak, I'm gonna treat everyone to a drink. I'm starting to like you guys now.
Thank you in advance, Mr. Boothill. But I'd like to remind you on behalf of Jesse that your 7 cups from before haven't been paid yet. But I'm willing to take care of that bill, of course.
I've hosted several acting gigs in the past. But this is the most unusual of the lot. Will it really work?
Don't overthink it.
Testing, testing. 1, 2, 3. Does this work?
Let me
Yay.
tell you something funny. I'm sure you can tell I've been through some modifications on my body. When I just started out as a cyborg, my memory module fizzled out every so often. And I didn't even mess with it. The doctor told me to note things down if they were ever important, and she'd look up some possible causes before coming to fix me up a few days later. Guess what? I muddled fudge and noted things down for several days straight, That's when it hit me. I was remembering too much bullpucky. That's why my memory module kept shutting down on me.
Is there a reason you're telling us this?
Good question.
Yeah, and it's simple. I'm telling you that it's not yourself that you have to trust, but them. Everyone here has a perfectly functional memory module. They didn't develop such robust brains to forget everything and become monkeys. So, you in?
Yes. Let's get this party started.
What was it again? An absurd solution to an absurd crisis? I won't call it that. It's only right for Dreamflux Reef's song to be untamed and free. Go get the party started, singing queen. No, I should call you DJ Queen instead. Let's go, name the gal. Go grab a seat by yourself.
So it's like a DJ set. Okay, now the event makes sense that we had when the storyline launched. There was the DJ event. Okay, gotcha.
Beautiful, excellent. Music can really bring a film to life.
He's only ever thinking about film, isn't he?
Aren't you writing off your character?
I am. That's why I am watching this scene as a director instead of an actor. I can't wait to hear for myself how this song of harmony is going to turn out. Sometimes I get hit by sudden hunches that a great film is in the making. More often than not, these tend to be just scenes from different groups of people that are then edited together. Most of the characters in this film aren't what you would call protagonists. You don't really get to see full character arcs on them, but they still have a light in their hearts that can save humanity's soul. What do these people really need when they have lost everything? Guidance of the wise or aid from the strong? I'd say
They need themselves.
all they need is a camera to capture them.
Or camera.
That's when others would be able to see the most wonderful show in the entire universe.
Which allows them to show
Don't make
themselves.
things sound so complicated, Director Pal. If you were to ask me, for me, that's exactly what life is.
That's so wholesome.
It's the prelude. Can you hear it? Those lesser thirds so plaintive, sixths diminished, sigh on sigh.
So, sounds so complicated that that is what life is. Okay.
Told them something. Those suspensions, those solutions, must we die? Those commiserating sevenths, life might last. We can but try.
So, Miss Robin, is there anything else I can do?
I'm all right now. You don't have to accompany me any further. The butterflies that I felt from before are all gone now.
Is that because you're starting to get into the mood for the party early?
No, that's not it. I just realized something I've never noticed before.
Oh?
Everyone expected my life to change after going through something huge like that. But that's not the case. I still haven't found a better answer regarding birds in flight. Even when something comes to my mind, I still need a lot of time to deliberate on it and try various ways to prove it. I believe my brother must be doing the same right now.
Are you going to change yourself from today?
Not exactly. It's just, when I think about what's going to happen next, it dawns upon me that hymns tend to require a devoted heart. and demand the choir to sing in unison. But on the dance floor, there's no need to conform or impose a certain standard for everyone to follow. Even if everyone is different, they will still appear the same. Perhaps harmony was never about its audience, but about the light it provides. Much like how we see it now. There are more choices for the people than singing in unison. Even if they were to contribute their own differing sounds, these can be strung together. That's what it means to tune. I believe our Song of Harmony will be able to embrace even discordant sounds. I will bring forth Dreamfox Reef's very own sound.
A peaceful democracy.
Is that Robin? What is she doing here? Dear, she's hold on. Yes, more.
Finally, all preparations leading up to the climax are in place. Let us welcome, with bated breath, the beatific final act.
Rappa, are you not done with your ninja tech yet?
Patience. As stated in the cosmic ninjutsu inscriptions, hasty knitting produces poor fabric, as raging fires fail to cook meat through. Ha! Done! The cosmic ninjutsu is ever-changing, so I present to you the Super Ninja Scroll. I have added the memory from earlier into this. If Ninja Gamma does not lie, this will become the blade to slay those feelings.
As long as we insert memories containing the ninja mimetic virus into the synesthesia dreamscape, it will overwrite the existence of Slumber Nana Monkey in the dream.
Ninja Hiryu, Ninja Galactic Baseballer. I'm counting on the two of you to aid me in ending the Feebling Chief for first dream.
Later. Maybe in a couple of weeks. Good storyline though.